Well, hello, everyone. My name is Joanne Sapers, and I'm the founder of the program GoDeepWithLove.com. And I help women open their hearts to find and keep true love, to find their ideal partner, whether they're with the person now or someone they would like to get to know. And today I am so excited because I am bringing to you my colleague, my friend, Sharon Svenson. So hello, Sharon.
Hello, Joanne. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. I'm so excited. So I want to just introduce you and let everybody know that I go to her too.
You got, oh,
I go to Sharon too. Sharon is a very, in my estimation, a very skilled and intuitive hypnotherapist, and way more than that. And she's a coach, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about what she does. And just one more thing, I think she's amazing. Okay.
well, I think we're going to talk today about physical health and the role that we can play in that. And what you're saying, I'm gifted, and I feel like that's kind of the total opposite of what it really is that I really value feeling good. So that when we go to that place of centeredness and peace, then we connect with the universe, God, infinite intelligence, and then we all become geniuses. So to me, it's about being open and receptive, and that's available to each and every one of us. It's not anything available to me, but I've practiced a lot because I grew up in a family that we worried, we stressed, we had lots of anxiety, there's lots of depression, suicidal things going back in the history. So to me, what I've proven again and again to myself and to my clients is when we go to that place of centeredness and peace, then we all access that wisdom and that genius within. So hopefully what you find in our work together is that you're more connected, so that you're more brilliant and genius, and you feel more gifted and talented. Does that feel, because we're connecting with that infinite intelligence, and you don't have to believe in a higher power or even know the concept of it, but if you go to that place of feeling good, that centered and peaceful, all is well place, then you naturally do access it. So that's what I do. I help people to let go of their made up, limited ideas and beliefs, to bring in the soothing, the comfort, the relief. And from that place that I'm sure you've experienced it, it's like our thoughts, excuse me, physically affect our bodies. That stress turns off that natural mechanism to heal. I've seen it play out again and again in all kinds of different ways. And I know I've shared with you before, I've had people come to my practice and walk away with incurable illnesses, or what was supposed to be incurable illnesses. I've seen all kinds of different health issues turn around, and I've had that happen myself. Like, for instance, overcame asthma and allergies. It's real smoky here in our valley today because we've got a wildfire burning. And in the past, I probably would be suffering just things like asthma and other effects. But through just listening to hypnosis recordings, I came back into a healthy state. It's amazing, Joanne.
It's amazing. It is amazing. And I've done a lot of deep work, as Sharon knows, when it comes to spirituality and the practical part of connecting with my higher power, whatever we want to call it. Just learning how easy the self-hypnosis is, learning how, because I love joy. We have that in common, joy and love and happiness. And just to be able to access it anytime I choose is such a gift. And as you're talking about with mental health right now, I had a situation happen yesterday, and it was a little emotional, and I immediately felt it in my jaw. Never had that happen before. And I thought to myself, well, there's really no truth. It just kind of landed there somehow. And as easy as something lands there, I can think about things, about how good it feels all the time, except at that 1 second. And it doesn't have the charge. When I work with Sharon, what I learn is things don't charge the way they used to. There's just a whole new way to be around things.
Oh, I love that, Joanne. You bring up a couple of different things that oftentimes we're trained to solve the problem. And so we end up kind of wallowing in the problem and focusing on the problem and getting analytical and spinning our wheels and driving ourselves crazy. Where you went, it's like you just allowed the softness to come in, because we really can. We don't have to analyze it. We can go to that soft, open place. And then what you're going to find is the clarity comes later. Because to me, it's like the universe, God, infinite power, is faithful. And if you have a question, because you're curious, you want to know what's going on, but just by going to that place of softness, it's like you're going to start to become aware of, maybe it's like jaw often can be kind of a feeling of maybe stubbornness setting in, or that you'll start to become aware of the different parts of the body and that connection. I think of a friend who, she was a client of mine, but we were, we were going for a walk. And she was just telling me how her little toe was cramped in her tennis shoe. And I said, well, let's find out what's going on. And she's like, oh, Sharon, can it just be that a tennis shoe is too tight and doesn't fit? Why does it always have to be something? But she was game. She was very open and receptive. So we did. So I'll do this where I'll talk to that different part, but it's not going to work if you're angry at that part, or but kind of in a soft, curious way. And just from doing this work, I've been doing this work since 2005, and that I know certain connections to certain body parts, if those that are familiar with the Louise Hay work. So, excuse me, what we found is that she had a sense of feeling kind of pressed in by her family, because often digits can be kind of a connection to the people close around you. And then her discomfort went away in seconds.
Wow.
So,
Right.
like, oh, okay. But you can go about it a couple different ways, like what you did, which is you just brought in the softness.
Yeah, and you've taught me that, and I used to do it in other ways. This just feels like a more complete, gentle, loving way.
Well, let's do the curious, ask your jaw what was going on. So this might be a nice time, because you are in this beautiful, open, receptive state, and to get the clarity, because that can be fun. It's not essential, because it's just when you go to that open, receptive state, it's like you are in that place of centeredness and peace. So you've accomplished what you want. But so yeah, let's do our self-hypnosis.
Okay, we'll go there.
Those that are interested, I do free self-hypnosis online workshops each month. And if you go to my website, svensonhypnosis.coachesconsult.com, or my Facebook page, Svenson Hypnosis, then you can find out about the upcoming dates. All right, so let's do our self-hypnosis.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay.
And as you exhale, just let your eyes close and just feel this soft, nurturing, peaceful energy. Feel in the scalp, just a tingling of softness, a gentle, soft feeling in the forehead. And go ahead and feel a softness in the jaw, the neck relaxing, the shoulders relaxing. And we'll just go to that place where the clarity comes, where the jaw shares to you what was going on. And it doesn't take long. We can get this information really, really quickly. So don't try to censor, or it's like, oh, that sounds crazy. Just go ahead and share. Okay. And go ahead and open your eyes. You don't have to, easy to access.
Easy, easy.
Jaw, what's going on?
So what I hear is the situation that was going on yesterday, without being specific, was something from the past. And my jaw was trying to get my attention that there's no truth to it. So on a physical plane, my body was helping me, so it thought, by getting my attention.
So let's sift through that a little bit more, because I really don't believe that.
Okay.
Because you don't have to be tense to have your attention. And that's the beautiful news. So let's go ahead. Once again, take a nice comfortable breath. And as you exhale, just feel everything just kind of melt and relax. All right, so let's just kind of tap into whatever the situation was. Were there some different thoughts from the past that were kind of cropping up and kind of a reminder? Pardon?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I loved where you went, because I feel like it's the truth, but maybe let's change the translation a little bit.
Okay.
So that it wasn't the jaw getting your attention, it was the jaw kind of reliving those past behaviors from events, or maybe just remembering past events. And when you brought in the softness, you were giving it that reminder of it's okay. We're not living in the past. We're in the present now. We can relax and we can let that go. Does that feel true at all?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your interpretation of what the real truth is felt way better. And that's exactly what it was.
And the reason why we want to be really careful is it's like we don't want to think, oh, I need to have the pain and the suffering.
No, I was surprised.
To have the reminder.
I was surprised it was there.
Nice.
Yeah, so because I didn't expect it.
Well, and the more we're just kind of curious, it's not coming from a place, and the time to ask those questions isn't when you're in the throes of an illness, or when you have that feeling of I want this gone. It's that time when you're in that kind of open, receptive, curious place, which it feels very much like you are. So
always.
Well, and that's not true either, because we're human, so we're not always in that place.
Except what I do want to say, though, when I say always, and this is really important for whoever's listening to hear this, when I have the gift to be working with Sharon, when I say always, I go into this place of just openness. So that always is my truth when we are working together. It unfolds. It's at different levels, and then it just goes.
Well, to me, I would say when you're open and receptive, you're open and receptive, and when you're not, you're not, because you're human, and that's you. It's like that's normal. Where we think that we always have to be in that place. And, we work together with the emotional guidance scale, that sometimes you do go to a stubborn place when we're working together. Well, yes, we want that. We don't want to pretend that we're somewhere where we're not. So to me, it's like we want to show up for those emotions, and we don't want to judge them, because they're part of the beautiful process. Just time. Okay. So they're part of the beautiful process that when you get too close to a wood stove, you don't say, oh, I get hot and my skin burns when I get too close to a wood stove, and it's bad. It's like bad skin. So it's like, that's good that you have stubbornness, and I get stubborn, I get anxious, I get fearful, I get sad, I get lonely, I have everything, but I make it a priority to feel good, and I don't stay there. And I remember it's just my guidance, and it's temporary. So I work up to a better feeling place. So we get to be human, we get to have feelings, we get to have mistakes, but we don't have to stay there. So that's what I love. And you are always, I know it, even if you go to that stubborn place, you're always open and receptive. And to me, one of the biggest things for me years ago was going to that place of kind of, I'm willing to be wrong.
Mhm.
I'm willing to look stupid or be foolish. I
Yeah,
just want my life to work. So I'm really willing to let go of ideas or preferences. And that's what I love. From the very first time we worked together, it's like, wow, you were just so open and receptive. And I can tell, I mean, you hang out in wisdom and clarity, and no doubt your clients are so blessed because you've practiced so much going up to that beautiful place. And I bet for sessions, just like for me, more in sessions, I've got that energy of, and clients have that expectation of, I'm just going to be in that place.
absolutely. And that's where I do go. I go to that intuitive place where the hearts are just open.
Nice.
And it just, yeah. So, and one of the things that Sharon always says before we end the interview is she says, "Welcome to the human race, Joanne." I find that very comforting. I really
Yeah.
do. So I just wanted to say that. So again, look for Sharon on her site. If you can't find her, get in touch with me directly, because I would love you to check out who she is. If you know a little bit more, if anything you heard, I mean, how we just work together. When we have sessions, my eyes are just closed. And after a session with Sharon, I feel like I just went on a vacation, and it was a great vacation. And I am, it's just it's like, oh, wow, great.
Nice.
So welcome and thank you. And just thinking about, I'm just so relaxed. Just
Nice.
in such gratitude. So thank you all for sharing. Feel free to share this. So anyone you know that you think that Sharon might be able to help in any ways, or just they're curious.
Yeah, I do a free sample session.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. And that's kind of how we connected too. So originally, so anyways, Sharon is just amazing. And I'm so grateful for you, Sharon. So thank you.
I'm grateful for you. You're a beautiful blessing in my life.
Thank you. Everybody have a blessed day. We'll look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.